some solution for downloading images across an HTTP. So this is, so I will do a demo.
So this is everything. This is all that you're showing is already finished.
Oh yeah. Right, so I said that for ease of exposition, all will be LaTeX. No, this is not LaTeX, but this is what you can do. You can basically define your Markdown render image, which is the macro that receives the URL of the image. You can, or what I did is that I just open a shell and then do the downloading of the image in the shell. So I compute a checksum from the URL. Then I check if the file with the checksum plus this extension already exists. If it exists, I don't download it again. I just return the job name. The job name. I return the hash. The hash of the file name. But if it doesn't exist, I download it. Obviously, this is not. You can't use this on a Windows box, for example, but it works quite nicely with Unix. And now, if I compile this, and enable shell escape. Quite lucky. And you get a good picture. Yeah, I improved the picture a bit for the slide, but here you get it in all the gory detail. Yeah, so this was basically to show that you can do a lot with the package. It doesn't constrain you in any way. It encourages you to sort of toy with it. And yeah, this concludes the examples. So what I would say is, the Markdown package enables the use of Markdown in environments where tools from outside the text distributions are unavailable. This is basically, I'm not affiliated with Overleaf in any way, but apparently they wrote a series of Twitter commands. They prepared a series of documents with this package and also wrote a really nice introductory article, because this is the only way they can use Markdown on Overleaf at the moment. I exchanged some emails with the author of the articles, offered some suggestions, because they got some parts of the syntax wrong, apparently. But yeah, that's really nice. It enables the use of Markdown wherever you have your text distributions. It gives you full control over how individual Markdown elements are rendered and how much of sandboxing there is. It is exposed on all the layers, so you can use it from Lua in your project that uses Lua, and use it to do something which it wasn't meant to do, but might be useful to do. And it was released on the C10 archive, or on see them last year already. But the version of in TeXowych 2016 is outdated. It is under heavy development. So if you want the latest version, you should better download it from the GitHub page, or in TeXowych 2017 there should be the up-to-date version. But yeah, it's under heavy development. But I'm trying to use somewhere semantic versioning. So unless the major version number changes, it should be backwards compatible in the interface. So if you don't use the new features, if you just want your documents to produce the same output, then you should be fine unless the major version number changes. But you shouldn't rely on the defaults, like on the default renderers. If you really want something to render in a certain way, then you should really redefine or just copy the default into your document, because I don't increase the major number when I change these defaults. These defaults are really not covered by the semantic versioning. So if you want something to render in a specific way, then you should include this into your document. But other than that, it should be fairly reasonable, the versioning scheme. Right. The syntax extensions I mentioned were backported to LunaMark, so the UI users can use this in the original library which I blocked. They were backported, and yeah, there are some downsides. If you input tag comments in the hybrid code, they behave a little unlike what you would expect, because the parser, if you have several lines in the tag in the input, the parser will produce a single line. So if you input a comment, it is possible that the comment will consume the other lines from the paragraph, which might not be what you want, but it's not exactly easy to circumvent at the moment. So if you need comments, I suggest that you use the HTML comments, not the tag comments in the hybrid mode, because they will consume much more than what you intended. And the logging could also be improved, because the converted files are cached, but there is not much, the cache is not being cleaned, so you've got like these converted files with the intermediary tag code, which is then typeset, and they are not being cleaned at the moment. So work needs to be done on the logging so that it is properly logged in the log file, and then tools such as LaTeX can automatically clean these files. Or I could do the cache cleaning directly in the program, but I think this is a bit more systematic, to just log it, and then those programs can like detect that it's no longer used and clean those files automatically. Yeah, and this is it from me.
Grzegorz, okay.
You use the claim percentage of markup in the latest document is 20-something%. Percentage of markup of Markdown document is 5-something%.
2%.
3% in less. We count, of course, the number of characters used in the latest markup. Yes, not tokens, not LaTeX tokens.
Yeah, it was.
Of course. So if we let LaTeX commands into some single characters, as I am suggesting from at least 2 years, then we decrease the number, the percentage of markup, of LaTeX markup, to the more or less Markdown level.
Yeah, or you can use an IDE, of course.
And what?
Or you can use an IDE, which will do the typing for you, but not everybody, or you don't always have the environment you choose, so that's another complication.
Yes,
with IDE.
yes,
Yeah, if you reduce it to single character macros, then you would have tremendous reduction in the amount of time.
Marcin?
code that I almost regret that I don't have any use for it at the moment. But from what I hear, I don't know much about Markdown. I don't personally use it. But from what I hear, there are hundreds, or at least dozens of versions of Markdown, which are similar but slightly different than Interface. How do you deal with that? Yeah, there's like this initiative called Common Mark, which tries to like set up a common standard which codifies all of the language, but it's all prose. Like I said, there is no formal definition of Markdown. So with this large document which shows on examples how this example should be converted to HTML. That's another thing. The entire standard talks just about HTML. The LaTeX part is not at all, standardized. So LunaMark, what LunaMark does, it tries to respect the implementation of the original Markdown by Gruber. So that's what LunaMark does.
Okay, Damian?
If you take one beginning with LaTeX, does he need to use parameters? Because if he does, you won't have any chance to succeed, because members of your families, of course, they won't like the concern that they certainly aren't able to understand how you give parameters to macro. As a LaTeX user, not being a scientist, it has taken me 8 years to understand how does this work. So you have to be sure that people can use it without using the parameter 1, 2, 3, or 4. Otherwise, you will just, I think, address to an already very skilled.
Well, the idea is that the non-skilled users won't do the definitions.
Yeah.
The definitions will be prepared for them, and then they will just find the Markdown. That's the idea. I mean, but if you have suggestions for more user-friendly,
I think you just have to check that anything can be without definitions. That's very important.
it works without definitions. You just use package Markdown, and it just works. You have some sensible defaults.
Paolo?
You could change from get to CURL.
To what?
CURL. Curl.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you heard of it?
I could change the CURL.
From get to CURL.
Oh, sure.
And then cover all platforms because it's available on Windows.
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
You can actually use a socket library that is in Lua.
Yes,
That should. Yeah. Without going to shell, just use Lua on everything.
Yeah, I could do that, yes.
And last question by Marcin.
One more question. I just thought that it might be nice to do some process like this without this begin Markdown and Markdown, but for some users it might be useful just to hook into begin document, so that after begin document you can just use Markdown up until end document. Do support something like that? Because that might be actually useful for people who want to write Markdown all the time. I don't think you necessarily want to write Markdown all the time, because sometimes... I don't. But the users, I mean, I'm not sure it's such a good idea, because sometimes even if you have a hybrid mode, sometimes you need to type some LaTeX commands which would clash with the Markdown syntax. So sometimes you really need to end the Markdown environment and just type the text code and then just do begin Markdown and continue. So I was thinking about that, but I think then these users would be very unhappy if they wanted to do something in tech and escape from Markdown. But yeah, it's certainly doable. I just didn't think it was a good idea.
You can write a driver in tech, the driver will just call you Markdown document and just use your Markdown.
Okay. So, one more question.
You said that in the review of this presentation, you said that the running costs are much lower. The running cost of Markdown is much lower than tech, and it is the advantage of your package. But I think it is difficult to debug because your package is upon tech and using Markdown. So to debug, if there are some occurred errors, people have to know both tech and knowledge about text and Markdown, so it will become much difficult to debug. How are you considered about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's the case, it's always the case when you add another layer of some abstraction, right? So when the Markdown.tech layer breaks, then you have to be able to debug it. Yeah, I don't have an answer to that. I mean, you have to consult someone
You
who
write
understands.
some error message carefully or like that?
The error messages leave a few things to be desired. Yeah, there is certainly an error message, but it's not all that helpful in all cases.
Peter said in the beginning that you were able to correct some deficiencies in Markdown when you render an intent which is specific to check. Could you just say a couple of words about this? Is there something about something on the next line and it looks like
Something specific to check.
yes,
Yeah.
to check message.
Yeah, so what you can do with check specifically is that in check you have to bind some syllables so that they don't appear at the end of the line. But if you're in a sandbox mode, you can't do that because the tilde becomes a literal tilde. You can't just produce non-breaking space. So one thing that you can do is that you use the HTML syntax extension and use the ampersand and VSP thing, which works. Or you can, as I said, the package produces cache files, which include this intermediary tag, this produced tag code, which you then just input. So what you can do is process these intermediary files with a tool called Vona by Vít Novotný, which adds those tildes into the code, and that works also. So this is one use case for Czech and Slovak, and I don't know if also Polish, and also Polish types of.
Okay, thank you.